Hi Ollie, how are you today?
I'm alright.
How have you been doing since last time I saw you?
Well, I missed 2 other days of school last week, so I'm in trouble for that.
Why'd you miss school?
I just didn't want to go.
Why didn't you want to go?
I just hate it. I don't want to go. I don't like it. I don't like school.
Is it just the work or is it the environment?
All of it.
All of it?
Yeah, I just don't want to go. Yeah, it sucks.
Yeah, school does suck.
Mm.
It can be very overwhelming. So, today I'm trying to gather some information for a discovery. With what we do is
What's a discovery?
It's basically we compile a document full of all your information, like your strengths and your needs and your culture, your history, and just any information that is important to you, and then or your family. And then we use that information not only for ourselves but for your service providers, which service providers would be like if you have any therapists or caseworkers, anyone that would come out to see you other than me. Does anyone come out to see you?
Yeah, I got that Jessica from CYS. She comes out all the time, and she's always on my case about going to school and stuff. And then I've got Preston. He's my therapist that comes out like once or twice a week to talk to me, and then that's pretty much it.
Well, what the discovery is it helps them to understand you better, understand your family and your background and who you are, and just so you don't have to keep repeating yourself to them, because I'm sure that gets tiring, and not just that, overwhelming. It can be overwhelming to have to constantly repeat everything.
It is.
Yeah.
So I'm so tired of having to talk to them all the time.
Yeah, I understand. But they're only there to help.
Yeah. I guess that they can be helpful. I mean, Preston, he helps. He's helpful. He helps me a lot.
Yeah.
It's nice. I like talking to him, but Jessica from CYS, I mean, I know Mom likes her because she's always on my case about going to school, but yeah.
So for you, you would say that right now in your life, your biggest struggle is school, finding a way to be able to handle the issues that you have with it, as well as trying to make everyone around you happy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it can be very difficult.
It is. It's really difficult.
Yeah. I understand. So, I mean, is there any subjects that you really enjoy in school?
I'm really good at math. Even though I miss school all the time, that's like the one class that I have an A in, because it's easy for me. And so I mean, that's the only, like, I can, even though I've missed so many days, like, I still have an A in there.
Well, that's a really good strength to have. I'm sure it's nice. I suck at math, so.
Yeah, I'm actually really good at it. It's like science and social studies and gym. I hate gym so much.
I think everyone hates gym. I mean, unless they're like the sporty types.
Yeah.
Which I'm not, so I agree. Well, I know it's probably very overwhelming, but what what do you do to cope with it? What has helped for you? Like, is there ever a point where you wake up and you're like, oh, I just really don't want to go to school today, and then you do something that helps you find the will to go?
Well, my school used to have this math program that I used to be a part of, but then they switched teachers, and I don't really like the new teacher, so I haven't really been going, but they used to have it on Tuesdays and Thursdays, so I used to go there especially on Tuesdays and Thursdays, just so I could go there, because it might be weird, but math was something that I just really enjoyed.
Yeah, that's not weird. So was it like a club? A math club?
It was like, it was kind of like a math club, and then it was like an honors class. Like, you had to like make certain like grades. Wow. And be in like a certain like math level, like
that's a really good accomplishment.
Yeah, to be into the class. Like, if you were only in like algebra 1, like you couldn't be in the class.
Yeah. So you don't like the teacher, and that's why you stopped going?
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. Well, I mean, seems like this is something like that you really, really enjoy. I can see that.
Yeah.
And I can understand, because some teachers suck. Have you found any ways, like, have you tried to find a way to cope with the teacher so you could still do what you enjoy?
No, because he's just, I don't know, I just don't like him. He's like arrogant.
Yeah, not very nice.
No.
Well, that sucks.
Mrs. Cook, she used to be the teacher for it, and I really liked her, but she moved to a different like math class, and it's like a lower math than what I'm in, and she like took on some other stuff, so she can't do it anymore.
I see. So have you tried talking to the teacher?
No.
Or anyone about how you feel about that?
No, not really, just you.
Why not?
I don't know. I mean, Preston, he knows. But, I mean, other than you and him, I don't really talk to anybody else about it.
Well, maybe you and I could talk to the teacher together.
So you'd be there with me? I mean, I guess I could do that.
Yeah, because, I mean, you seem to really enjoy it, and it gets you going to school. And, I mean, even though school's very annoying most of the time, it's still very important. And it's easier to find things that you enjoy, and even if you hit a bump in the road, it's sometimes easier to just find a way to work it out. Yeah. Especially if it's something that you enjoy.
Yeah, I do really enjoy it.
And it makes you happy.
It's actually like something I'm actually good at.
Yeah, I'm sure you're good at a lot of things, but... so, you know, other than school and stuff, is there anything else that really, really makes you upset and, like, you feel like...
Well, my friend, she, I mean, we kind of liked all the same stuff, and she was also, like, in that math class with me, and she moved at the end of last year, so she's not in there anymore, and...
Well, that sucks. I'm sorry about that.
Yeah, school's not really that fun without her. Not that it was that fun to begin with.
Have you tried making new friends or talking to anyone? Has anyone piqued your interest?
I mean, there's a couple, of people that, like, I talk to. I mean, I don't know if I would necessarily call them friends. But, I mean, if they're there at school, then I'll talk to them.
Yeah.
But, I don't really have, like, really great friends, not like my friend that left last year.
Well, it's sad that she had to leave, and it's pretty much out of your control there, but it seemed like she was a very positive support for you. And I think that if you were able to make a friend like that who was positive in your life once, you can do it again, right? Doesn't that make sense?
Yeah, it does, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I know kids are difficult, but there's always one out of the many.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm sure there's someone there that you can connect with and talk to, even if it's scary sometimes making new friends. I'm terrible at that.
Yeah. I mean, I guess out of, like, all of those kids, like, Vanessa's the one I talk to the most, but we haven't really tried. I mean, we have a couple of classes together, but...
Well, why don't you see if she can hang out sometime? Go see a movie or something.
Maybe.
Yeah.
When Mom stops grounding me for missing school so much.
Yeah. Well, maybe then work on building the friendship in school, and that could maybe make your day itself more positive, make you look forward to going to school more, and then you wouldn't be missing so much school, and then Mom wouldn't ground you, and you can hang out outside of school. Because it helps to have someone. Because you can always have people on the outside you can talk to after you get home from school, or you have a guidance counselor in school, but that's a lot different than having a friend in school to talk to and socialize with, and just, yeah. Do you think she'd be someone that you could try?
Yeah. Yeah, I think so. I mean, when I get my phone back, I mean, I have her number, and we text sometimes, so, I mean, maybe I could try if it would make Jessica stop from coming, then.
Well, is she in the same math class as you?
No, I mean, she's in the same, like, class, but not in the same period as me.
But she could be a part of the math program too, because she's in the same math class, right?
Yeah.
And then that would probably help with the issue of the teacher, because you would have a friend there and you wouldn't be so focused on him.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, you never really know until you try.
Right.
It could be a very positive thing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it doesn't seem like you have very many friends to turn to, which is very sad, but, I mean, so who do you turn to when you get very upset, or when, you know, you're dealing with boys or school or whatever, and Mom can't really understand, or Dad, or the rest of the family, and feel overwhelmed? Do you just have Preston for that?
Yeah, I have Preston, but I can't call him all the time.
Yeah.
I mean, sometimes I talk to my friend that moved away, but she's already made new friends, and, you know, can't really talk to her, like, whenever I want, because sometimes, you know, she's busy, and, yeah, so really just Preston, and then, you know, my mom, I guess I can talk to her sometimes.
Yeah. Does she help? Does she make it easier?
Sometimes she helps. Sometimes she just makes me feel worse.
Yeah.
because it kind of turns into like, well, I'm doing everything wrong and everyone else is perfect.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, I understand. I have the same issue with my mom. It can get overwhelming sometimes
Yeah.
because you're just trying to tell her how you feel, but then sometimes moms are so protective and want the best for their kids so much that they get a little off track because they're human too.
Yeah.
So,
I guess.
yeah. Sometimes it sucks. Sometimes you love them. Sometimes you hate them. So are you doing okay so far? Am I asking too much? Am I prying too much? Are you okay?
No, I'm okay.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure. So, it seems like for the most part, you need to, but it would probably be, I think that finding a friend, like a positive support, is one of the biggest needs in your life right now, because you really need someone, you know?
I think I guess I think it would be nice.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying to handle everything on my own, but I mean, I guess if I could, find somebody that's good enough to be my friend.
That's important. Some people aren't very positive, they're very negative, and they can make things even worse. So I guess, that really comes down to trial and error, knowing your worth, knowing when to take a step back and say, I can't do this anymore, or okay, this is not going to be a healthy friendship. But the girl you mentioned, she seems positive. You guys text and she talks to you in school, and is she ever mean or anything, or is it just nice?
No, she's really nice, but she's got her own group of friends, and I don't know them very well. Like I don't even know if I would fit in well with them, or if she would even want me to be friends with them too.
Well, it seems like to me that she's trying to be your friend, because people who don't want to be your friend don't really talk to you at all. It's usually how it goes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Which I don't even know. People are complicated.
Yeah.
So, you do know how to recognize, though, when somebody is a negative in your life, right? I know it can be hard, because we never want to admit when someone's a negative in our life. Sometimes we can't even see it ourselves, but, I think the best thing to do, and it would probably, you just need someone to talk to.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't think I would consider anyone negative. I don't kind of have to have friends to begin with in order for them to be negative or positive, I guess. So.
Yeah. Well, I see that you have a lot of potential friends, so.
Yeah, I guess.
I know it can be hard when there's a girl and then she's a part of a group of girls, because you never know if the rest of the girls are going to accept you, and girls are annoying.
They really are.
Yeah, they are. They can be very petty and mean sometimes, but sometimes it helps if you, and even so, it doesn't necessarily mean you would have to be friends with all those girls. You guys could just have your own separate friendship, even. So,
Yeah.
And I really think that would help with the school a lot. And then she's in the same math class as you, so then maybe she could join with you, and that would help a lot. And then, so, yeah. So, basically, what we'll do with the discovery is it helps us not only for the service providers, as I explained earlier, but it helps us. Okay. It helps us when brainstorming, because what we do is we create a plan of care, which is...
Oh my gosh, is this like that stupid CYS
no
service thing?
The plan is directly, it comes from you. You pick the needs, you pick the goals, which means, like, you pick what you want to work on, and then we all work together to brainstorm ideas. You have the final say in everything. It's not we tell you have to do this, you have to do this. It's not like that. You decide what you think you need right now that will help you best with what you're struggling with most.
Oh.
And then we create action steps, and that comes...
So I get to choose?
Yes, you get to choose.
Oh.
Yeah, you get to choose what you want your goal to be.
Oh.
Yes. So...
Oh, okay.
Do you have any idea of what you think you would want, maybe, your goal to be?
I mean, I want CYS to go, and I think that maybe that would make my mom happy. Which would make my life better.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess maybe what we were just talking about trying to find new friends.
Yeah, I think that would be a really great action step in helping you get to where you are and having, because you said you want CYS out of the home. So that is the main goal for you.
Yeah.
And then we would create action steps, which would come from what we're talking about now, and that would be, how can we get to that place? How can we get it to where CYS is out of the home? And because that would make you happy. So I think that definitely trying to make some new friends and have something enjoyable to look forward to at school would be an action step that was really good. So that's
Okay.
that's basically what we use the discovery for.